far beyond Earth, beyond the warm breath of the sun, and beyond the familiar planets that circle our star like ancient dancers, something is drifting. Something old, something cold, something that does not belong here. It moves the way a memory moves, quietly, gently, untouched by the worlds it passes. This is 3I Atlas, only the third confirmed interstellar object humanity has ever witnessed. A messenger from another star, a wanderer shaped by landscapes we will never walk, and chemistry our world has never known. And recently, NASA did something unusual. A spacecraft built for a completely different purpose, the Psyche probe, designed to explore a metallic asteroid millions of miles away, was asked to turn its eyes toward this foreign traveler. Not for minutes, not for a quick snapshot, but for 8 continuous hours. 8 hours in the deep of space, watching an object from another sun. What Psyche found during those hours was not what anyone expected. Tonight, in this calm, slow documentary, we unfold that quiet story. A story of faint glows, strange light curves, unexpected behavior, and a visitor carrying secrets from a world that may not exist anymore. This is 3I Atlas. Imagine something drifting between the stars for millions of years, frozen, hardened, altered by radiation, shaped by collisions with dust grains too small to see and too ancient to imagine. We don't know what star 3I Atlas came from. It might have been born near a star like ours. It might have grown around a red dwarf. Or it may come from a star that died before human civilization even began. This is 3I Atlas. Imagine something drifting between the stars for millions of years, frozen, hardened, altered by radiation, shaped by collisions with dust grains too small to see and too ancient to imagine. We don't know what star 3I Atlas came from. It might have been born near a star like ours. It might have grown around a red dwarf. Or it may come from a star that died before human civilization even began. But one thing is certain. Its trajectory is not bound to the sun. Its speed exceeds what gravity in our system can generate. And its orbit is hyperbolic, the unmistakable signature of an interstellar origin. Objects like this do not loop around the sun. They pass once, and they are gone forever. Humanity has only witnessed 2 such visitors before. Oumuamua in 2017, the elongated enigma, 2I Borisov in 2019, the first truly comet-like interstellar traveler. But 3I Atlas is something else entirely. Its brightness curve is strange. Its coma behaves delicately, almost unnaturally. Its tail forms faint, ghost-like structures. And in recent weeks, it has begun to dim faster than anyone predicted. That dimming, that fading, is what caught the attention of astronomers. And it is why NASA made an unusual decision. They turned the Psyche spacecraft toward it. NASA's Psyche mission has a very specific purpose. Travel to a metallic asteroid, perhaps the exposed core of an ancient, shattered world, and study it using advanced imaging and mapping instruments. Psyche's cameras were designed for metal. Its sensors were designed to scan a heavy, reflective surface. None of its instruments were built with comets in mind, and certainly not interstellar comets. But modern spacecraft are adaptable. Psyche carries a powerful multispectral imager capable of analyzing sunlight reflected from almost any object, as long as the viewing geometry is right. And on September 8th and 9, the geometry was perfect. 3I Atlas drifted into an ideal position. Not too bright, not too distant, just close enough for Psyche to record it from an angle no Earth telescope could match. And so NASA issued the command, observe the interstellar object. For 8 hours, Psyche tracked it from deep interplanetary space. 4 separate imaging sequences were captured, 4 windows into the behavior of a traveler from another star. When the data finally reached Earth, scientists were surprised, not by what Psyche detected, but by what it didn't detect. Every comet has a coma, a bright cloud of gas and dust that forms as sunlight warms its surface. But Psyche revealed something unexpected. The coma of 3I Atlas was faint, far fainter than expected, almost unnaturally faint, not like a normal comet's glow, but like a soft, dim halo barely clinging to the object. Astronomers suggested possibilities. Millions of years in interstellar space may have stripped it bare. Large grains don't scatter light efficiently. Tiny cracks, not broad jets, may be releasing the material. Different ices, different structure, different response to sunlight. Some comets erupt, then quickly fade. But the strangest discovery wasn't the faintness, it was the smoothness. Comas normally show structure, jets, filaments, spirals, asymmetries, streams of dust. But 3I Atlas looked calm, even, symmetric, a perfect, gentle sphere of mist. It was as if time had smoothed it, a quiet halo wrapped around a silent core. Before Psyche's observation, ground-based telescopes noticed something unusual. 3I Atlas appeared to pulse, a brightness cycle roughly every 16 hours, not dramatic, not explosive, more like a dim heartbeat. This suggested a rotating nucleus, a bright region turning into sunlight, or a patch of reflective material repeatedly facing the sun. Psyche captured half of this cycle, and its data confirmed the phenomenon. The comet was fluctuating, but gently, smoothly, almost too smoothly. It looked as if something was softening its brightness, absorbing light, or regulating it. The heartbeat was real, just quieter than models predicted. But with 3I Atlas, nothing was normal. Early observations suggested its tail pointed sideways, neither toward the sun nor away from it. Some called this a proto-anti-tail. Others believed it was an illusion. But Psyche's angle removed all doubt. The geometry was real. The tail was faint, yes, almost ghost-like, but it was definitely misaligned. This may indicate ultrafine dust, unusual solar wind interactions, electrostatic forces not seen in typical comets, or dust grains not responding normally to radiation pressure. Whatever the cause, this object does not behave like the comets born around our sun. Psyche didn't just photograph 3I Atlas, it analyzed its spectral fingerprints, wavelengths that reveal composition, structure, and grain behavior. And this is where the true wonder emerged. The coma didn't match typical comet spectra. It wasn't wildly different, just different enough to whisper, "I was made somewhere else." The data hints at unusually cohesive dust, scarcity of water ice carbon-rich grains, a hardened, radiation-processed crust, low activity at a distance where comets usually brighten. These traits match exactly what scientists expect from a comet formed around another star, then frozen for millions of years in the silent vacuum between suns. 3I Atlas isn't behaving strangely, it's behaving correctly for an object that doesn't belong here. A traveler with a story, a survivor of interstellar space. With Psyche's precise tracking, NASA refined 3I Atlas's trajectory. The results confirmed. This object is truly interstellar, not from the Oort cloud, not a misclassified comet, not a rogue from the outer solar system. Its path can only be explained by an object, born around another star, ejected, violently drifting for eons, captured briefly by the sun's gravity, and destined to leave forever. It is a cosmic tourist, just passing through. So why did the faint glow shock astronomers? Because the faintness is the message. The coma is weak but active. The tail is thin but present. The brightness fluctuates but softly. Everything behaves like a comet, just not like our comets. It is the same song, played with unknown instruments. This faint glow is precious because it reveals its chemistry, confirms its aging, shows interstellar processing, validates models of extrasolar comet evolution, and proves Psyche's usefulness for unexpected science. The glow is not a failure. It is information, a whisper from another solar system. After studying Psyche's data, scientists now think 3I Atlas is old, an ancient comet, a tired survivor, a traveler that has endured more than any comet in our system. It has likely lost most of its water, kept only durable carbon-rich grains, developed a hardened outer crust, and become less active with age. Interstellar space does that. It bombards comets with cosmic rays, ionizing radiation, micrometeorites, extreme cold, extreme heat, and millions of years of silence. Over time, the surface becomes tough, blackened, dehydrated. But when such an object enters a new solar system, the ancient crust cracks open. A faint breath escapes. A dim glow forms. A final exhale from a traveler of another sun. 3I Atlas is already drifting away. It will fade gently, slowly, quietly. It will cross Mars's orbit, pass beyond Jupiter, glide past Saturn, and eventually slip back into the deep dark between stars. The sun will release it, gravity will forget it, and it will resume its eternal journey, a silent wanderer once again. Psyche's 8 hours of observation are now part of history. Scientists will analyze the data for years, models will be refined, and the next time an interstellar visitor appears, we will be better prepared. Because Psyche taught us something important. Every spacecraft in deep space is a potential observatory. Every mission can become a cosmic witness. Every moment counts when a visitor from another star arrives. In the vast silence of the universe, our sun is just one star. Our planets are just one system. Our comets are just one family. 3I Atlas reminds us that there are countless solar systems, each sending its own messengers, some bright, some chaotic, some mysterious, some faint, so faint you almost miss them. But all of them are chapters in the galaxy's larger story. Psyche's 8 hours of watching, listening, recording have given us one more page in that endless cosmic book, a page written in pale green light, in dust older than Earth, in whispers that began around another star. And as 3I Atlas dims into darkness, so does this moment, a moment when humanity turned a camera toward the unknown and learned something new from a visitor that will never return.